What's wrong? Out of his neck. I love that guy.
People to know that Charlie's family, his daughter, is gonna live without a dad.
Whoop-de-doo, nigga. Whoop-de-doo. What's going on, y'all? Alright, what's going on, y'all? Another King Simon back. Yo, we've been uploading back to back. It stopped controlling how people react to controversial death. And this video is referring to Charlie Kirk. And normally, in normal reactions, I usually tend to like pause and talk. But this time, I'm gonna let the video play throughout. I'm not gonna talk. And then I'm gonna give my full opinion on the whole Charlie Kirk thing at the end, and as a person of colors.
Charlie Kirk is dead. He got shot at an event that he was hosting in Utah. And I am sad, distraught. In fact, I just cried on my live stream in front of 250,000 people.
I think the days of setting those mics up and arguing with young adults on a college campus where nobody wants you, I think those days are over. I don't think it was ever a good idea to do that, but especially now, I think those days are over.
Cheering because he just got offed? You do know what this means, right?
And this is my third video about it because I literally cannot believe y'all. You mother happy that that man got shot. He's a social media creator at the end of the day, nothing else.
Listen, don't be like these y'all and be celebrating nobody getting like shot on camera. That man got kids. I don't give a what he said. That got kids, bro. That's a father.
I'm gonna keep it a stack, bro. I need to be honestly educated before I speak on anything. I did hear that he got assassinated, though. Rest in peace to anybody that gets assassinated. All lives are precious.
I looked at some of the comments from the video and they're not worried about like my safety, or they're not worried about anyone's safety there. They're like trying to justify.
Nigga, your safety. Bro, anybody worry about you, bro? Nigga, nobody knows you, bro. Talk about some safety. No, I'm sorry. That shit just pissed me off, gang. Nigga want to be a victim so badly.
By it. And I just want people to know that Charlie's family, his daughter, is gonna live without a dad.
Imagine being
Whoop-de-doo, nigga. Whoop-de-doo. That's crazy.
a 12-year-old, watching your dad die. Nobody deserves that. Not even Charlie Kirk.
At the recording of this video, it's going to be a little over 24 hours since Charlie Kirk got assassinated on that Utah campus. And to be honest with you, as I consume more and more of the landscape of what's going on in the nation, on social media, and really worldwide, I can only think to myself that this is something that is extremely unprecedented. I'm seeing a
Facts. Okay, I know I was just giving an opinion, but this is crazy to me because before he died, bro was just a rage baiter, bro. Like, literally, he was just a rage baiter. He was kind of known in the politics sphere, but I think he was like a famous politic commentary. You feel me? Just, like, again, a nigga yapping on TikTok, YouTube. You got, like, a little fan base. And for some reason, when he died, people made it seem like, nigga, like, the fucking president's son got shot. You know what I mean? It was just crazy because I had no idea who he was. I seen a couple clips, but now, like, Trump is giving him the Medal of Freedom. Like, bro, like, listen, like, I know that was your dog, but my nigga, like, bro was just rage baiting college kids, bro. You feel me? Like, anyways, though, we will keep playing it, bro. It's just crazy. Like, I think this is more sending a message than it's a purpose. You feel me? I think, like, they're just doing it to, like, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah.
Awards after death. I'm seeing calls for flags to be flown at half-mast for a civilian, and I'm even seeing Steak
for a civilian
and Shake talk about how beloved he was as a man. Which,
what the fuck is Steak and Shake? I never had that option before.
Steak and Shake, your burgers were mid at best. I'm seeing sports organizations like the Yankees and the Packers give some sort of moment of silence or remembrance for Charlie Kirk. And
dude, I was just crazy because I want to like talk, but I want to say opinions, but. It's crazy how they're doing this now. But when a couple of years ago, when George Floyd or Colin Kaepernick went to do some shit like this, it was, oh, don't bring politics into sports.
I'm sorry. There's a lot of stuff that I just don't understand about this conversation. And maybe somebody through this video can help me understand it all. Something that was pointed out to me in a TikTok that I was consuming while I was researching this video is that people aren't even saying that Charlie Kirk was...
I go, this nigga got like the fattest nose I've ever seen, bro. Like, I'm looking at this nigga face, I'm like, I'm studying it, I'm like, God damn, nigga got a fat ass nose. But it kind of fits in his face though, right?
a controversial figure or divisive or said things that a lot of people didn't agree with, something along those lines. And based off of all the clips that I've seen of him, he said some pretty out-of-pocket things.
Truly, in your heart of hearts, truly believe that this is a human being. This,
without a doubt.
Without a doubt?
Yes.
This is a dolphin fetus.
Is this woke stuff that would like take your breath away? I mean, research into transgender mice. I mean, it was just the U.S.
What the fuck's the transgender mice?
Taxpayer dollars should be funding that.
See, I called that out on my show. That was. It wasn't transgender. See, that worries me about you, Charlie. You seem to have swallowed that one whole, like a snake does a mouse, without looking into it. It was transgenic.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, everybody, a lot of people are going to be saying happy Juneteenth. It should not be a federal holiday, and I'm on my way to work. Have a good day.
I'm sorry. If I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified.
When blacks in America did not have the same rights they had today, they were less murderous. There was less break-ins. Why is that? And the data shows they were actually better in the 1940s. It was bad. It was evil.
Because of DEI, it begs the question, when you see a black pilot, you wonder, you say, I hope they are qualified. If I'm dealing with somebody in customer service who's a moronic black woman, I wonder, is she there because of her excellence, or is she there because of affirmative action? Almost creates thought patterns that are not necessarily. No one really cares when it's HR managers. No one cared when it was, just kind of paper shufflers or even engineers. But now when it's like, wait, hold on a second. You're gonna remove my appendix and you're a black lesbian.
And I think that is strange because, objectively speaking, based off of definitions that we know, that is controversial at worst. Now, it could definitely be defined and called other things for sure, and it should. But you could at least extend that. So it ultimately makes me think that there's some sort of agenda that's being pushed behind closed doors. Now, granted, this is not a political platform, and I don't want to take you down that rabbit hole. This is just an observation to open up a conversation. With all the divisive things that Charlie Kirk said in his speeches throughout his lifetime, it's amazing to me how so many people are trying to dictate how people who are living these things, consuming these things, and have honestly been some of the victims of some of the hate speech that he has put out, are telling people how they should feel.
Instead, you celebrating, that's not an issue to talk about. You're part of the problem. You are part of the issue. It's fucking horrible, bro. It is absolutely horrible, the video. I pray for people that genuinely sit there and celebrate and think this is like something to like actually like get happy over. I pray that whenever you have children, the people that are celebrating, that you're...
My friend told me like Church Kirk dying is like our equivalent to like Judge Floyd. Which is not even the same, because like Judge Floyd died by the hands of police, which he shouldn't die of, and he just got killed by somebody. Anyway, someone keep talking.
Children aren't involved in school shootings and aren't involved around mass shootings and horrible events, because it's very possible. It's very possible. It's very possible if we don't address what's going on.
I don't think you gotta be mad. I don't think you need to be sad. I don't think you gotta, oh my God, no, I can't believe he's gone. You ain't even gotta do that. Celebrating that? Nah, man, that's foul.
Black people, why are y'all celebrating? Like, y'all better than that. Y'all really on the internet and happy that this man got shot unalive in front of everybody, all because y'all don't like his opinion.
Now, I think that these takes are obtuse for so many reasons. First and foremost, the downplaying of what Charlie Kirk has said in the past couple of hours has been the most amazing thing that I've seen in the world. And not amazing as in good, but I'm just amazed at the fact that I'm looking at these things, hearing these words, and all of it has been deduced to being a social media guy, which I think is very telling about how he lived his life specifically, but ultimately how his words, who simultaneously, as told by some of these people, galvanized all these people, saved so many people's lives, changed so many people's minds, can also get deduced to, hey, he was just a social media guy. It just does not track, and it does not make sense to me. Second of all, there's this thing that I hate when people pass away, is that people tell others how they should feel about a certain person. It's one of the things that annoys me the most. You can go from an extreme example to a simple example. Simple example being somebody who, I don't know, cuts cut you in line. I think it would be bad for me to tell that person who got cut in line that they should look at this person as a god-like figure, a savior, somebody who should be decorated and awarded when they absolutely wronged you. And the same thing can be said for those that commit atrocities and crimes to people. Hey, if this person committed a crime against you, who am I to say once they die that you should look at them as something greater than? So in the conversation with Charlie Kirk, there were a lot of people that were harmed by his words. And not just because it hurt their feelings, but because there was action behind all these things. So I don't think it's justified to say that this is how you should feel, because ultimately this man said some insane stuff that actually harmed people. Maybe I'm desensitized.
When he said action, I thought he meant like physical things, but I guess when he meant action, he meant like words and speech and stuff like that. But
to a lot of this stuff, and I guess I didn't realize how much people really felt and loved Charlie Kirk.
Why he deserves to die?
the white Karen just yelling is crazy.
You fucking animals! This is such bullshit. I know.
Yo, I'm sorry. It's so funny because you know what? Okay, so fuck. I want to show my picture to the end, so I'm gonna keep playing.
I've been so pissed in my whole life. I just murdered Charlie Kirk right here in Utah. I'm so freaking pissed right now. This is bullshit. I just saw blood.
Oh, this is a grown ass man reacting to this, bro. He act like his his dad or something. Like, bro, I'm so mad. They killed Charlie Kirk. I think you like the white Jesus. Like Jesus Christ, bro.
Out of his neck. I love that guy.
I love that guy. That was my homie. That was my friend. You don't know him like I know him.
Next president. Why they always got his neck? I love that guy. He would have been our next president.
Bro, he would have been the next president. Get the fuck out of here. I love that guy. He would have been the next president. Nah, this is hilarious, bro. I swear to God, this is hilarious.
They always come with fucking violence.
And you would
bro, why you yelling at me, bro? Go yell at your son.
think that these people who have so much love for Charlie Kirk would have so much hate as well for the people that got injured in a school shooting not too far from the incident, but it just didn't happen. But what really baffled me is how so many people, the streamers of the world, were willing to jump off the ledge, downplay Charlie Kirk and his words, and say that he was just a guy on social media, condemning anybody who was giving any sort of criticisms or pushback, all while being ignorant about the situation. Streamer Lacey put out a tweet hopping into the political sphere where he had given his words of encouragement or, encouragement for this encouragement for the situation that happened. And after getting a bunch of backlash, he had to hop back on the internet in a live manner to kind of soothe over his fan base who was anti the things that he said. And rightfully so, to be honest with you, because what Lacey said came from a place of total ignorance.
Before yesterday, I didn't even know who Charlie Kirk was. But
like most people didn't know who he was.
Point in the message behind my tweet was not that anything or his messages were okay. Because I'm gonna be honest, I looked into what he said. He was a complete fucking idiot. I'm just being honest. I don't agree with what he says or what his message was at all.
Silky, thoughts on Charlie Kirk? I don't know anything about what happened. I don't know even his political standpoint. I don't know his views. I don't know who he was. I'm gonna keep it stacked, bro. I need to be honestly educated before I speak on anything. I did hear that he got assassinated, though.
Those are a part of the biggest problems to me. You don't even know who you're supporting, and it probably lets us know that you have somebody bigger or greater telling you what to say, or
no, I don't.
Even worse, which Lacey kind of admitted in a situation that he did earlier, that you're just stepping in because it's the cool thing to do.
I've made my mistake in the past where I have said something that I shouldn't have, where I thought I knew what I was talking about when it came to politics and I had no idea, and I regret that and I'll never do it again because I was just trying to be involved when I didn't even know what I was talking about.
I think it's just like you just hear the news, like, because it's like most people are not gonna look into Charlie Kirk, so it's like I think that they just heard, hey, this dude got assassinated. He said some racist things, but he got killed. So, like, the natural thing is to feel sympathy for somebody, right? That's what I did. I was like, hey, like, could I support what he said? No, I don't think the man should have been shot. So the first thing you say is like, oh, hey, guys, we shouldn't celebrate somebody killing because it's the first act of sympathy, whatever. And then you look into him and you're like, oh. And that opens another can of worms. But again, I'm hold my opinion so you
If you were really trying to be involved, you would probably do some research and due diligence behind that. And I have thoughts and opinions about streamers stepping into politics, and this specific situation right here is the reason why they should not do that. And it's a perfect time to have this conversation, but I'm gonna put it over on my Patreon because
I don't
know if this side of the internet is ready for that type of conversation. But to me, it's so strange how these people can condemn the people that have negative things to say about this while defending somebody that they do not know. It'd be
well, I think there's a difference between saying, yeah, he should have died, and saying, like, yeah, even though he died, he was a piece of shit. You know what I mean? I feel like it's two different things. Like those who are advocating violence, like, hey, I'm glad he's dead, he should do that. And some saying, well, he's an asshole. Again, I'm going to talk about it again.
different if they stopped at the point of, hey, this person got assassinated online. That's crazy. A man just died. Or if they gave more of the Kai Cenat approach. I think Kai Cenat kind of just acknowledged the words that Charlie Kirk got assassinated, and then he shut the hell up.
That's the guy with like the crazy ass takes, right? Or some shit. He be saying some crazy. He be saying some crazy shit, right? Holy shit! What the fuck? Don't watch, okay, man.
Kai, get the fly out your room. But honestly, that's how these people.
Shit! What the fuck? Don't watch, okay, man.
Kai, get the fly out your room. But honestly,
what the fuck? Don't watch, okay, man.
Kai, get the fly out your room. But honestly, that's how these people should be approaching this situation.
Disagree, but
if you don't know who he is, don't know what he said, don't know what he stood for, then why would you go out of your way to do all this condemning and hemming and hawing behind him? I just hate the way that a lot of people act during times of death. I even saw a video of Myron and Sneeko having a conversation where they were being so full of themselves, and the fact that Sneeko was telling Myron that he should be very careful going forward with these college conversations, which I do agree, to be quite honest with you. You guys say divisive things, and obviously the country is fed up with the stuff that you were saying. But what Sneeko had to say about the situation, and if they continue to go forward with these college debates, was nothing short of laughable to me.
And so I really want you to be careful, because you do a similar show to the one Charlie Kirk did. You know, it's probably based a little bit around that. The same people that want Charlie Kirk dead, that are celebrating his death, would celebrate if we died. So
yeah.
This is something
it's actually very disturbing.
It is. It's just like, look how many people we live amongst that would celebrate and want us dead for having a difference in political opinion.
Sneeko, I don't think you guys are on the same level with Charlie.
Me too. I don't think they're
Kirk. And that probably is a good thing, for better or for worse. But that's such an insane statement right there. Now, Myron did say that he would go on to do more of these situations like this, these college interviews.
Obviously, Asheville, we probably won't be able to do it, but we're going to reschedule it. We're not giving up. And like I told y'all before, we're going to keep the legacy alive. From this point forward, every time we do a debate table at a college campus or on the streets of Miami, we're going to make sure that we give Charlie a shout out. I think that's the least we can do.
And whether I think that that's right or wrong really doesn't matter. Myron's going to do what he wants to do for the cause that he wanted to. But this should just be known that people are out there actively trying to harm people like you, Myron. And I promise you, you won't get the same reception as a Charlie Kirk for your words and the things that you said on the internet. We've already established that based off of you going into these white supremacist spaces earlier this year, and they kind of shunned you because you weren't one of them. Ultimately, I was just very much surprised at the Charlie Kirk conversation and ultimately the hypocrisy. The way that people are acting in this situation is something that I was honestly not prepared for. I didn't recognize how many people loved him, to what extent. I definitely didn't expect the nation as large to be either rejoicing or kind of championing him like this. And it kind of begs the question, where are we in 2025 where somebody can rise to these levels from YouTube? This is a powerful tool. And I wish I could get into more of the hypocrisy as to how people were praising this person and their death and celebrating and saying they should have died. But now in this situation, they're condemning people for doing these things. This is something that's not YouTube friendly. So definitely drop by the Patreon. But as of right now, all I...
Bro, this nigga don't link up to the Patreon like 4 times, bro. Like, we get it. Like, you want us to get up to the Patreon, bro. We not doing it, but I respect the hustle, gang. Say it like 1 or 2 times a game.
Can do is sit back as everybody waits for the person who ended his life for the next news cycle to go around. All I can do is sit back and say, wow, I am genuinely shocked.
Okay, so the other video's over. Okay, so now I'm gonna say my full opinion on Charlie Kirk. Originally, I like the streamers like, hey, even though he said a lot of things, we should be celebrating. Like, you know, he should have got shot. You know what I mean? Because at first, you're kind of, at least for me, I'm very sympathetic. Even those who I don't like, I had sympathy for him. And then once I learned him, I started watching his clips and stuff like that. And what he's saying, I slowly backed away. And it really made me at a middle point where I don't think I should celebrate a man getting killed, but also I don't think he deserves my sympathy. Like for me, if I were to get killed right now by another black man, he would probably use that in a little bullshit statistics. You know what I mean? Like if I were to, like, this is the person that said that civil rights was a mistake and all these things. So it's like, how can I have sympathize for somebody who probably wouldn't have sympathize for me if I were to get killed? And when I ask myself that, it's like, why would I have sympathy? You feel me? And then I understand why people of color and people of different backgrounds are not, you know, championing his death, because it's kind of like death doesn't excuse you from the things that the actions you've done while you're alive. I don't think that. So when you see people championing his death, saying, yeah, I understand it, because this is somebody that spilled hatred. I don't think people were mad because he was a Republican, and people were saying like, oh, because he's a Republican Christian. I think if you're a Republican, that's fine. But you know, him saying that DEI and blacks and gays and all these other things, it's like, yeah, bro, you were attacking a whole community. So if you're to die, you think they're gonna say nice things to you? You didn't say nice things about them. You feel me? You can disagree peacefully, but obviously you will say things that was very, very controversial. And like, for example, it's like, oh, don't make fun of this man's death. But I remember when it was George Floyd, they were making fun of him. They even had a challenge called the George Floyd Challenge, where people were on his neck and stuff like that. And when you tell that to them, they're like, oh, well, he was a criminal. So it's like, I realize that the Republicans usually tend to be hypocrites, because they'll say, hey, don't do this. But then when they do it, it's cool when you do it. It's a problem when I do it. It's like, okay, well, then your Charlie Kirk said some bad things. I'm like, oh, well, he was just saying, it's hypocrisy amongst Republicans. And I don't know if they're willingly ignoring that side and just focusing on the good, or they don't know. You feel me? Will I celebrate him? Like, yeah, he should have died? No. But do I have sympathy for him? The old me would have said yes, but the new me is saying no. But anyway, that's really it. Charlie Kirk, brother, you definitely left a legacy. I don't know if it's the one you want, but you definitely left a legacy, and you definitely left the impact, man. So rest up, because all you can do. And look over after your wife and your children. King Simon, we're out of here. See you tomorrow.